So hello fellow coin collectors, how you going? This is Glenn, and today I have some of my latest editions from Indochina. So this was only a test purchase because these banknotes actually come from Vietnam. They were issued during the French Indochina period, so up until 1954, when the French lost to the Vietnamese and they just quit all of Indochina altogether. So the lowest denomination I have are these two 10 cents. So this is the 1942 issue, and these would have been used up until 1945-46 when they actually reissued these in aluminium coins, apart from the nickel ones they used beforehand. And the first thing you'll notice is that this one is actually a lot darker, the actual printing, than this one. It's more infilled, so obviously the plate that's been engraved is probably been worn down a bit from printing. And as you can see, this one has more detail, this one has less detail. And as you can see, this is early issue BM and SM. So these are actually printed in Hanoi, so the capital of Vietnam now. And it's also the capital of the northern part of Vietnam. But the generic, I believe this might be a phoenix up there, two phoenixes. And as you can see, this one's cut pretty haphazardly. So bottom of another note on the top of this note, and it's been cut off. These are actually pretty common errors. So I don't think they actually add too much of a premium to these banknotes. You'll probably be looking at, probably in this grade, probably about $5 for this banknote. But if you look at this one, on the back, you can see the damage up the top. So this has probably been stuck on somewhere, and it actually devalues the banknote quite a lot. But here's the other side, so this is the uncut one. And as you can see, the back of this one is actually a lot darker. So, because these were printed by just a normal printer that actually prints a lot of other stuff, the quality of them and the shading actually varies quite a lot. As you can see, look at all the wheat. Lots of wheat. And if you see the information's in French, so this is the penal code. This is in Vietnamese, Chinese, Cambodian, and Lao, which are the language spoken in Indochina. Lots of Chinese actually live there. And another thing I actually forgot to say, there's two issues. So this is the first issue with just the 2-letter prefix. The second issue had a number in front of the 2 letters, so it had a number prefix as well. And that is the actual second run. And none of these are actually very rare. They're actually very easy to get. So the next lot of notes are these issues. So this is the 1 piastre. So 1 piastre equals 100 centimeters. And this design was first issued in 1932 and last issued in 1949. So if we look here, the signatures, they're all pretty much the same signatures, but I've got 5 banknotes, all varying degrees of wear. So there are differences that you can see in these banknotes. So if we turn it over, you'll see how it has Cambodian, no, it has Lao, Cambodian, Vietnamese. The first issue is missing the Cambodian part of it. So any of these, the first issue? Oh, sorry, no, that's Lao. So the middle one's Lao, and I'll get to these are all the second issues. So the second issue also comes in 2 versions. So this one has the new Lao. So remember, the first issue is missing this Lao script. That's got new Lao. But if you look at this one actually has old Lao script. So So as you can see, this lettering here is the same there. So the thing that looks like a J, but the last character is actually different. So that is the new and old Lao. That is the differences that you can actually find. Also, another difference is you can get them without the dot under mot. So as you can see here, this one has a mot with a dot underneath. This one does not have that type of variation. They're not those variations are not pretty rare. They're actually quite common. You can see that they're actually not too rare. And you see this one is actually the same, but this one has darker printing, so a dark colour, even though it's actually a bit more worn. So the first issue was the earliest issue. You can't really tell the date, but if you look at the serial numbers, they're all over the place, so you can't really tell that either. You're just going to have to go on whatever a catalogue actually says. So on this note, we have a temple. I've not been able to identify that. Looks like a Vietnamese type of temple. And then we have a woman. She actually looks like she might be Hmong or Lao person. And on the back, we have someone with Vietnamese type hat, so another Vietnamese person. You have the Chinese character, and then we have Vietnamese, Lao, Cambodian. And the watermark is, looks like Hermes. All the watermarks are actually the same, but because they're French, I'm surprised these actually have Indo-Chinese type of people on them. And then we have one of the largest denominated banknotes I actually got. Let me see if I can go back. So this is the 100 dong cent piastres. And this was issued between 1947 and 1954. And as you can see, it has Mercury here, which is actually quite nice. I quite like that. And this looks like a tombstone actually, with all the information on it. The watermark is probably an indigenous person, probably one of the ethnic groups. And on the back we have an elephant and a person. Don't know, they look Cambodian to me. And we have elephants which are endemic to Indochina and Asia. And there is a difference in that there is an old and new Lao text. So looking at here, can you see any difference? So this one seems to have the old Lao, and that one seems to have the new Lao. Let's see if I can get a better one. Here you go. Might be able to see it better. Old and new Lao. So the one with the old Lao is actually an earlier banknote, and the one with the new Lao is a later series. So probably 47 or 49 for the old Lao. Then the new Lao, we're talking about for the rest of the period. As you can see, this has a rip. So what are the values of these banknotes? Well, 41 piastre, probably talking about, in this grade, probably about $5 per banknote. If you want uncirculated, probably looking about probably $50 to $100. And these 100 ones, well, these actually vary. So in this one, you're probably looking about $5 to $10. These are all damaged. $5 to $10. And this one's ripped. But if you want one in a better grade, so this one probably about $10 to $15. If you want one uncirculated, probably looking about $200 to $300 really. But I just wanted to see what actual type of banknotes I actually got when I actually purchased these. And yeah, I'm not surprised they're actually pretty low grade, because they were probably just selling them just to get rid of surplus stock. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. I'll leave a link down below to Indochinese banknotes, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it gives you some information. Please subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and have an awesome banknote collecting time, people. Thank you and bye bye.